I'm going to ask you a really stupid question. What's a better posture, this or this? Well, the answer is obvious, but actually the posture we see the most is this. This one exercise that I'm about to show you really is the best exercise you can do to correct your posture. Now, the reason I can make that claim is because it's not just working on one area, it's working on all of the spine together. So we're talking about, well, the pelvis, the lumbar spine, the thoracic and the cervical spine as well. We are not designed to sit for the long periods of time that we do, and we are inherently lazy creatures. So we may start off in this position, but over time we are going to eventually adopt what we call the zigzag pose. Now, it's called the zigzag posture because, well, the head comes forwards, the thoracic goes back, and then the pelvis goes forwards. Over time, this type of posture will stretch out the ligaments, weaken the spinal muscles, and actually create 40 neurological patterns which allow these types of postures to persist. What happens if we don't actually do anything about this type of posture? Well, over time, this will allow the spine to actually prematurely break down, and that will lead to unwanted pain, not just in the spine, but then referred pain going down to the hips, knees, ankles, and perhaps shoulders, neck as well. Before we come into this one exercise that will fix your posture for good, let's warm up the spine, and the best way to do that is cat-cows. As a yoga teacher, this is something I teach in every single class, and there's a good reason for that. It's working the whole spine together. Okay, so let's begin. Just check your alignment here. You need your knees hip distance apart and the hands shoulder distance apart. Now just watch your elbows. You want your elbow crease facing forwards and the elbows actually back. So you may have to just spiral the arms so the elbows are pointing back like so. Spread your fingers as well and keep those arms straight. As you breathe in, you just want to relax the tummy and just lift the chest. We're not forcing anything here, just a nice gentle movement, just warming up the spine. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the chin, arch the back, and then just pull the pelvis under. And again, breathe in, breathe out. You want to be doing that for about 2 minutes, or you can do about 3 sets of 5. So finally, we are ready for our main exercise. It's called the Titanic posture, and that will make sense to you in a minute. Now, you will need a yoga block. Now, if you haven't got one, you can use either a pillow or a rolled up towel. So when you're ready, let's go. Okay, so once you've got your rolled up blanket or your yoga block, you're going to place it in the middle of the back, so the thoracic spine, the area where the ribs are, and you're going to just sandwich that block between your back and the wall like so. Then look down at your feet. You want your feet about 3 or 4 inches away from the wall and hip distance apart. So here's part 1. You're going to roll your pelvis, so tilt it back until your bottom touches the wall, so an anterior tilt position. The second part, now this is where you'll understand why it's called the Titanic pose. You're going to come all the way up, take the arms, shoulders and wrists in line, and then you're going to squeeze the hands and shoulders as far back to the wall as you can. The third part, go nice and slow. You're going to tilt your head back until the head touches the wall. And you're going to hold this position for 10 seconds. Don't forget to breathe, and you're going to do 10 rounds in that way. If you do that daily, it will get easier. You will start to see a difference quite quick in your posture, and it's going to change those neurological pathways. It's going to create healthier habits. And one more thing before you go, when you're sitting in your chair, if your job demands that you sit for long periods of time, or perhaps you just simply don't have a choice, you need to place a pillow just behind the lower back. Now what that will do, that will just help support the lumbar spine, and that will reflect all the way to the top of the spine as well. If you found this video useful, please do like and comment below, and don't forget to follow for more videos like this.